YouTube shorts are there, shorts, na? Like that. And some of the students are talking in mobile also. Stand up once. Tell me the syntax of exception handling. Syntax of exception handling. Yesterday you are sitting there, na? నువ్వేనా మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు మారే? Tell me the syntax of exception handling. Silence. Come on, fast. Try block, except block, else block, finally block, raise. That is the wrong answer. I am asking syntax. And some of the friends also helping you. That is the wrong answer. They don't know that it is wrong answer. They are helping you. Huh? Try block, colon, try, colon. Block of statements generates user-friendly error. Huh? And that's why don't speak in the phone in the class. It's not good. Correct? So to whom you are speaking? Friend? Sit down. Sit down. So, okay, students, now we'll go for it. So, shall we continue now? Let's open that. Srinivas ready. Correct. So, you are about to write the syntax. Now, go to this place, students. I hope that you see, under that exceptions you see, I almost completed that handling exception, and inside of it there is a syntax. My dear students, look at that. So, handling exceptions is nothing but converting technical error messages into, right. So, try block, except block, else, and then finally, and then raise. Try, except, exception class name 1, except, exception class name 2, so on, return. Else block up to here we understand. Now we are going to finally block. And starting with, now I am going to introduce under this explanation for keywords used in syntax for exception handling. So I am going to start with important discussion here. Syntax explanation for the keywords used in syntax of exception handling. Syntax of exception handling. What are the keywords used in syntax of exception handling? Right, those kind of keywords I am going to explain, students. Please observe it carefully. Now I am going to write it. What is the first one? Try. I am going to explain. First block is called try mark. Carefully watch it. Try block I am going to take it. So after that I am going to say next is called what you know. This is a try block saying number 1. This is called 2. Yes sir. Except block. And next I am going to write it. Else block also I will write it. Same thing I will take up here also. Let me write all of them, students. So I am going to take up, going to say, in this case, here I am writing. Third one is called what? Else block. Else block I wrote. Else block I will write it. Next one is called what? Finally block. Fourth one is called finally block. Finally block. So I am writing finally block. So let me start with first block, students. Try block. What did you understand about the try block, ma? What did you understand about the try block? Come on, students. Number 1, first point I am writing. It is the block in which in which we write block of statements which are, it is the block in which we write block of statements generating exceptions. In other words, Kumar. So, sir, I am not getting this. Which one you are not getting, ma? Syntax you did not get it, huh? Syntax you did not get it, huh? This one you did not get it, huh? That is what I want to get. No. So, what is this? So, it is a left hand, left finger for everybody. It's only for difficult for you are facing. I will just write it. A small person also can understand this. What is the meaning of it? This is LST. This is LST. What is the meaning of this? Tell me, quickly tell me. What is the side dot upper? For LST I, what is coming? Python. What is this Python is? Small. What is converted in? Upper. Converted in upper. Appended to what? LST. Already this is containing Python PROC. We are appending with what? Upper. And next, what is the next value? Program. Program is converted into what? Appended to what? And printing that LST after that. What is that? What is that now? This is called Kumar.py. Kumar.py. Mr. Kumar. So, you want to be in PyCharm, huh? PyCharm. Kumar PyCharm. This is called Kumar PyCharm. .py. So, Kumar PyCharm.py. So, Kumar PyCharm.py. Simple this is. If you get the struggling here, how can you do that, student? So, here, go to that. So, here, test.py, paste this. Kumar PyCharm, this is copied. Code you copy. Dead easy this is. Execute it. Test. So, lst.append of. lst.i.append. lst of it. What is happening in this code? Ma? What is that? What is that? No, that's what. Nothing will happen. What will happen in this? Just let me test it. Let me test it. Let me test it. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Let me test it. So go to exceptions. In this place, you save it. So in this case, you come out of that. Keyboard is not working. Just call them once. Okay. Sorry. What is that program name? Save it first. Test.py saved, huh? Okay, already it is saved. So py test dot py test.py. What is happening? Something is there here. lst.upper of. So I in LST, first value coming, I dot upper of, to whom it is added LST, print of LST. Just one thing, it is infinite loop or what? Print of I dot upper. Okay. So LST dot append. For example, I am writing 10 just for a minute. So it is not coming. LST dot append of 10. Something tricky. Memory error. Why memory error, ma? LST dot append of print of LST. Infinite loop, no, not infinite loop. It is going to be taken as what? Just Python. Values are coming here. Okay, ma, I will see this. Something happened to system, huh? Nothing is happened. Nothing is happened in that. So, okay, ma, I will see that student. Who is that? Kumar. I will see Kumar. This example, I will look into that. It's a good example. Something, what is the point in that? I will look into that. Okay? Right. I'll look into that. So, it is I in LST means how many times it is printing is 2 times. So, why this is happening, I'll check it into that. I'll let you know that. Okay. That's what. Is this code is correct or not? I will look into that first. I'll just look into that code and I will let you know that. Okay? Right. So let me move to the further. It is the block in which we write block of statements generating exceptions. In other words, what are all the statements? What are all the statements? What are all the statements generating exceptions? Generating exceptions. Generating exceptions. Those statements must be written. Those statements must be written within which block? Try block. And hence try block is called what block? Exception monitoring block. Exception monitoring block. So monitoring block it is called. Fine. So here I am going to say exception monitoring block. This is one point you need to remember. Another point we are going to discuss here. Another point we are going to see. It is most important, students. Why do you use this try block? What for it is used? What are all the statements are generating exceptions? Those statements must be written in which block? Try block. So what happens when an exception occurs over there? So I'm going to write it. Here I'm going to write it. An important point I'm writing. After executing, when an exception occurs, we have already seen our previous code. We have seen already in our previous code. Go to this place and see this div2.py. div2.py you see. In this code you see. If any exception is occurring in which block? Try block. What is happening? Simply comes out of which block? Try block. Execute the appropriate except block or not. It may be zero division error or it may be value error. It may be zero division error or value error. That's what I am writing. Here I am writing. When an exception occurs in which block? Try block. When an exception occurs in try block, then PVM comes out of which block? Try block. and PVM comes out of try block and executes which block? Come in, no? PVM executes try block, comes out of try block and executes appropriate which block? Except block. Appropriate except block. So this is an important point. So when the exception occurs in try block, then PVM comes out of try block and executes appropriate except block. You know one thing, students, after executing appropriate except block, after executing, for example, zero division error, after executing this 13th line, see students, it will not go to where, after executing this point, it will not go to once again to the place where it is occurring the exception. Right or not? Once an exception is occurring, it is not going back to the place where it was exception is occurring. For example, in line number 9, what is occurring? Value error is occurring. It is coming to where? Value error. After executing line number 15, it is not going back to the line number 10. It is not going to the line number 10. It will not go to that place. So simply it is going to be further statements only will be carried forward. It will not come to this. It's an important word here. So after executing, which one? After executing appropriate except block, after executing appropriate except block, PVM never goes to try block, for executing rest of statements. For executing rest of the statements in which block? Try block. It's an important, students. So people will ask you, after executing this kind of thing, after executing this kind of value error, will it go to the rest of the statements to execute? Never. Once your PIN number is wrong, it is coming out of it and saying that your PIN is invalid. It won't go for that, enter the amount to withdraw. Right or not? It's an important. So coming to back to this line, this part, next I am going to write it. Syntactically, you must observe one important area here. After writing try block, what you should write it here, you see. What you should write it here, you see. Immediately what is written? Except block is written. After writing try block, immediately what you must write? Except block. That means every try block must be immediately followed by what? Except block you need to write it. Immediately you must write except block. So coming to the point of it, it is going to become mandatory syntax at this point of time. The point is, once again, every try block must be immediately followed by what? Except block. In place of that, if I write something like what? Hello world. After this try block is written, if I am writing something else, some other statement, I am disconnecting this except and try, you are going to get an error. Observe it. Go to our line of execution, py, our div2.py, div2.py. See that hello world is called what? Syntax error is coming. That means every try block must immediately contain what? Except block must be written. My dear students, now I am going to write it. An important statement here. Coming to this area, here I am going to write it. What is the point? Every try block must be immediately followed by what statement? Followed by except block. Except block. Otherwise, in the bracket I will write, otherwise we get compile time error. Otherwise we get which error? Compile error. Otherwise we will get syntax error, I will write. We got syntax error. Syntax error. Did you understand this point? Yes. And moreover, you remembered already, when I was writing this program, after writing try block, compulsory was written what? Except block. except block. Yes, we are writing except block. Immediately what I wrote it also, only one except block written beginning. When this was 0 by division by 0 is taking place, 0 division error is occurring. Suppose if any value error has come, it is coming out of the try block, it was looking to the line number 12, it was not matching. That time I did not write this assume, for example. What is happening? It is simply leaves the program or not and generates which message? Technical error message. That means once if I write try block, minimum except blocks to be written what? 1. And you can write many more except blocks also. But minimum how many I need to write? 1. So that indicates every except block, every try block, every try block must contain at least come on, at least one except block, must contain at least one except block. Every try block must contain at least one except block. And I will write, it is recommended. Will you write only one except block or more than one except block? More than one except block, because I need to give you what? More number of user friendly error messages. It is recommended. It is recommended. It is recommended to write. It is recommended to write. It is recommended to write. Tell me. It is recommended to write multiple except blocks. Multiple except blocks for generating what? User friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. So multiple user friendly error messages, if I display, what will be the application becomes robust or not? These are the points about which block? Try block. It's a very important, students. They will ask you what is try block, what is except block, and all those things. Following up? Shall I move forward? Yes. Let us go to next which block? Except block. Online students, did you understand, students, this except block points, this try block points? Is it clear? Fine. So let us go to that except block now. Tell me, what did you understand about the except block? Tell me, everybody answer my question. First point is what? First point is what? Come on, quickly. It is the block. It is the block in which we write what? We write which statements? Block of statements generates which messages? Yes, user friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. In other words, except block suppresses which messages? Technical error messages. Technical error messages. Technical error messages. And what? Generates user friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. User friendly error messages. And hence this block is called, and except block is called, what block? Exception processing block we can call. Exception processing block. Exception processing block we can call, students. Important. Now I want to say one important point here. Conclusion. What is the point I want to say is, handling the exception is nothing but what? Monitoring. Handling, if I want to handle the exception, one try block I need to write or not? Plus one except block also need to write or not? So handling exception is nothing but handling exception is equal to which block? Try block plus except block. It's a mandatory. Handling exception is nothing but try block plus except block. I must take compulsory this one. Next I am going to enter into other statement. Except block is clear. Clear this one? Except block is known as what? Exception processing block. To write except block compulsory, what must be there? Try must be there.
ఇది
Try
ఒకటి
must be
వేయించండి.
there, students. Now
100
except
రూపాయలు
block I am going
తీసుకుంటుంది.
to take. Another part.
ఇది మా ఊరు
When the except
following.
block will execute, come on, except block will
మా ఊరు
execute.
నేను అసలు నా
Except
మొత్తం
block
నీట్గా
will
వాడుకొని తెలుసా,
execute
ఒకే ఒక్కసారి కింద
when
పడ్డాను, తర్వాత
there is
నేను
an
వదిలేసాను.
exception.
కుదుక్క అయిపోయింది
When
కింద
there
పడి.
is an exception
సర్లేం పోదామని అన్నాను. ఇది
occurs
కూడా
in.
వద్దారు.
When there is an
మూడు
exception
లెన్సులు
occurs in which
క్యాప్లు
block?
పోగొట్టేశారు.
Try block.
మూడు
When
లెన్సులు
there is an
క్యాప్లు
exception
ఉంటాయి,
occurs
ఫ్రంట్
in
క్యాప్లు
try
ఉంటాయి,
block.
బ్యాక్ క్యాప్ ఉంటుంది.
Are you following?
ఇక్కడ ఇంకో క్యాప్
Yes.
ఉంటుంది. మూడు లెన్సులు బ్యాక్
Next.
క్యాప్లు పోగొట్టాయి.
How many except blocks we can write it? One or multiple?
అదే మూడు
Will
లెన్సులు
all of them
బ్యాక్
will
క్యాప్,
execute
ఫ్రంట్
at a
క్యాప్
time or any one of
కెమెరా క్యాప్ ఉంటుంది. కెమెరా
any one of? See my dear students, now I am writing the code there. Even we write
అది
how
పోయింది.
many?
ఇది
Multiple except blocks.
ఫిల్టర్ ఉంది.
Even we write multiple
ఫిల్టర్
except blocks,
400 300 ఉంటుంది. ఇది
comma,
ఉంటుంది.
PVM executes,
ప్రస్తుతానికి గీతలు పడిపోకుండా
PVM
అది అలా
executes,
దుబ్బింది కదా ముందర క్యాప్.
appropriate,
క్యాప్స్ ఉంది.
appropriate, which block? Except
తీసేప్పుడు
block.
తీసిస్తావా?
PVM will execute
తీయకపోయినా ఏం
appropriate
కాదు అంటే
except
చించిని కదా.
block. Even we write multiple except block, PVM will execute appropriate except block. Appropriate means appropriate will be only one,
మళ్ళీ డిస్ప్లే
not multiple. Appropriate will be one or many.
డిస్ప్లే ఏమన్నాడు మరి?
మొన్న
So I
లాస్ట్
can
ఇయర్
write PVM will execute single except block.
వేయించాను లాస్ట్
But the more accurate word is appropriate
సడన్ గా ఆగిపోయింది.
వారంటీ
except
లేదా?
block. In the bracket I will write single block. Single block I can write it. I hope you are understanding this. This is one thing. So its purpose, when it is written after that, when we are writing that and next we are writing that, what will be the case of number of except blocks and when it is executed.
Payment అవ్వలేదు.
And next part I am going to write it. Except block written after when it is going to be the important point
వచ్చాక
here.
నేను అన్నాను, అరే
Except
డబ్బులు
block to
బుక్స్
be
కి
written
ఎట్లా
when.
ఏదని అంటే డబ్బులు
The place of writing except
ఎవరైనా
block
ఇవ్వమని
is after which block? Try and before which block? Else. So except block to be written after try block and before else block. So I am going to write it. Now I am writing here. At the place of writing,
నీకేం పని రా రేపు?
the place for writing, the place for writing except block,
ఆడేముండదు ఆర్టిస్ట్
except
రాసుకోవచ్చు
block
కాదు.
is that
ఒకవేళ మెట్రో అయితే
after try block, after try block and before else block. Before else block. I hope you are understanding this. I hope you are understanding. This is about which block? Which block this is called?
ఇప్పుడు
Except
దాంట్లో
block.
తీస్తున్నావా?
Are you
అది
following me?
దీంట్లో వేస్తే దీంట్లో బాగా చూపెడుతుందా?
So let us move to the further discussion.
ఓన్లీ
ఇక్కడ
Related
నాకు
to
తెలుస్తుంది. అంటే
except block we
పోయినప్పుడే
understand.
ఫోటోలు తీస్తాం కదా.
This is which block? Try block.
ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది.
And we are understanding here.
ఫోటోది మెమరీ కార్డ్
We are understanding here except block. Muhammad Siddiqui, sir, what if there are types of multiple exceptions?
అవసరం లేదు.
My dear
అకౌంట్
student,
బాగు.
how many exceptions will occur at a time?
వైఫై
Will two exceptions will occur? That is his question. Muhammad Siddiqui doubt is that. What if there are different type of multiple exceptions? First of all, it is possible. Not at all possible, impossible. One at a time only will come. That's why we have to practice the programs. You have to read the notes. So, at any point of time, only one exception will come. All the exceptions
ఏంటో
will not
తేడాగా
come
ఉంది,
at
చాలా
all.
తేడాగా.
So, Muhammad Siddiqui. So, you tell me the situation where multiple exceptions will come. Remember, my dear student, at any point of time, only one exception will come. Multiple exceptions will not come at all. Are you following my points? Yes. Next, coming to the next one, I'll go for what? Else block. So, else block I am going to write it.
ఒకసారి
So, else block I am going to write it. Let us watch this else block now. Something like this I am writing. Tell me when the else block is.
టైం సెట్ చేసి
It is the block.
టైం
It is the block.
లోపల ఏదో ఇరిగిపోయింది.
It is the
టైం
block
డేట్ సెట్ చేసి
in which we write what statements? Block of statements.
మంచి
Block
ఫోటోలు
of
తీసాను.
statements.
క్యాండిడేట్స్
Recommended to block of statements will display. We write block of statements will display what? Results.
అంటున్నాడు.
Results of the program. Results of the program. Are you following? Good.
సెన్సార్ దింగింది.
And hence This
కింద
block is,
పడేయారు కదా,
else block
కొంతకాలం
is called,
పనిచేసింది, సడన్
else
గా
block
మధ్యలో
is
పనిచేయడం
called
మానేసింది.
ఇప్పుడు రావట్లేదు ఇక.
result
రావట్లేదు
generated
మొత్తానికి.
block.
ఇదే
Result
డబ్బా ఫోను.
generated block.
డబ్బా ఫోన్ అది.
So result generated
ఒరే,
block.
ఏం పనిచేయవురా.
So if any results are there in the program, that result generated block will be written inside of always under else. Next, else block will execute when
తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటా.
except block is executing when there is an exception in try
మొన్న
block.
ఫోటో దిగావు
Else block will execute when
బాగుందా?
when there is no exception in
సూపర్ ఉంది మొత్తం.
try block. So I am writing here. Else block will execute.
మెన్నంతా
Else
గూగుల్
block
పిక్స్
will
వాడుతున్నారు,
execute
మెన్నంతా ఐఫోన్
when there is no
రెండు కంపేర్ చేస్తే అదే
exception. When there is no exception occurs in try block. When there is no exception occurs in try block. Else block will execute when there is no exception occurs in try block. Understand? Well, next I am going to say, and you are already aware of it. Yesterday class we have already watched it. Now I am writing here. Next point I am writing. What is the place of writing else block? First point is where it is supposed to write. Next block when it is going to be written. And else block writing is optional or mandatory?
సరే.
Optional. So I am writing that point also. Writing else block. Writing else block is optional. I may write it, I may not write it. Else block is optional. I may write, I may not write it. Next one is called what?
అవుతలేదు.
What is the placement of writing else block? You see here I wrote it. After except block and before what? Finally
నిన్న
block.
చెప్పినా
And finally block is also optional only. But writing, if at all finally will present after this only. So I am going to write it.
నాకేం నిద్ర వచ్చింది.
The place of writing. The place of writing. Which block?
10 minutes గడిచిపోయింది.
Else block. Else block
నమ్మినట్టు
is
చేయాలి.
లైట్ వేసుకోలేదు ఎరుపు.
is that
పడుకుంటే
after
10 minutes అయిందా,
except
లైట్
block,
చూద్దాం అని చెప్పేసి లైట్ వేసాను.
except
ఇంకో
block
10 నిమిషాలకు మీరు వచ్చారు.
and before which block? Finally block. Before finally block. Before finally block. If finally block present. If it present. If it present. If it present. So I am going to explain about the finally block. Is this 4 points are clear? So this is about else block. Important students. Now I am coming to finally. Very, very important students. Coming to the point of finally block. Students in online, up to here is it clear? Else block, except block, try block, all these things students. Now I am going to enter into the another concept is called. Now I am taking paint. Let me take this paint. See this carefully. Observe it. Now I am taking one small situation students. Observe it now. I am going to take up. It is something like this. I am having one small example. First let me tell you the terminology which I am going to use. Resources means what? The places where I can store. I am talking about technical points. The places where I can store the data. Where I can store the data permanently. Which are called what in my programming, which we are going to learn it. Number one is called files. Number one is called files. In that varieties of files I am going to tell you. CSV files, flat files, JSON files, so many things. And next I am going to talk about database softwares. Database softwares I am going to talk about. Database softwares I am going to talk about. Oracle, MySQL, something like that. We are discussing as a part of the class. So in these places I am going to store my data. These are called what? Resources we can call. So if I want to store the data or read the data in databases or in files, first what should I do? What should I do now? I must open that file. I must open that file. Understand? So I am writing step number 1 here. Students carefully understand. I am writing one simple point here. Carefully follow. Number 1 I am writing. Open the file. Open the file. Assume that one statement is written. How do you open the file? We will take care of. How do you open the file? We will take care of. Now, coming to the point of it. Open the file. Srinivas Reddy, that is simple, ma. Already we discussed in the class that part is.
వాళ్ళందరికీ తెలిసి
Okay.
తాగేస్తాడని
That is correct. What you are saying, the
వాళ్ళు
solution is
అడిగారు
correct.
తీసుకుపోయి వెళ్ళి
But
ఫోటోలు
his intention of that Kumar intention
ఇక్కడ
is,
తినడం ఇక్కడ బయట
this is correct. What you are doing is correct. So that we already have a discussion in the previous also. So for the previous one, you are saying this solution. That is correct. But his intention is to the same thing he is trying to do this. He is trying to do this. We can keep one empty list and then we can add that. We can add that. Right? So no doubt in that. Yes, one more student also. Shahu.
అమౌంట్
That
డౌన్లోడ్
also going to infinite loop. We are that program itself will give you infinite loop only. We understood that. But Srinivas Reddy is another code is empty list is taken. We appended the data. Which one?
ఈ బ్యాచ్ మనకు తెలిసిందే
This type of thing we appended to this, and finally we are
బాబు ఈ బ్యాచ్
using extend function that we already know this.
కెమెరా ఉంది
But the thing is, you want to add to the same thing only. That is the point here. This is the point there. That is the meaning of that. Okay, I will look into that. This is good solution. Infinite loop is an answer. We are getting that code only.
ఇప్పుడు
So,
తీసిన ఫోటోలు కనిపించలేదు
nothing to worry about it. I will look into this. I will give the conclusions next line. Next thing. So let us coming to the finally block. Let me don't divert the class. Open the file or nothing but what? Obtain DB connection. DB connection you take.
అంత నల్లగా ఉన్నాం
DB connection you take.
ఒరిజినల్ ఫార్మాట్
DB connection.
ఎందుకురా నాన్న
What is this is called? Resource gathering. We call it as what? Resource gathering.
చేయడం కంటే నేను
So I am
నీకు
taking
photo
here
ఇచ్చేస్తాను,
resource
చాలా
gathering.
photo
That is my requirement.
ఇది ఒకసారి
So in this resource gathering, I got resource gathering.
ఫోటో
And the next line, like that I wrote some statements, ma.
ఇప్పుడు కాదు
I wrote some statements, student. Third also some statement is written. Third also some statements is written.
ఒకసారి
Fourth also some statement is written. Like that I am writing. Fifth also I am writing some statements.
మాన్యువల్
Like that I am writing 99 statements. Like that I am writing 99 statement. 99 statement I am writing.
రైటింగ్ అయ్యి
Right, 99 statements. In 100 line I wrote, carefully watch it. In line number 100, once you get the resources, you need to close the resources. Correct?
ఫుల్
Once if I get the file opening, I need to close my file after completion of the
బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్
operation.
బ్లర్ అవుతుంది
So close the file. Close the file or
అంటే ఫ్రేమ్
release the database connection. Close the database connection. Close DB connection. Close DB connection. Close the database connection. I need to take.
అమ్మాయిలు ఉంటాయి చూడు
Close the database connection.
కూడా ఒక చోట ఉంటాయి
Are you
గ్రీన్
following,
కలర్ లో
students?
చాలా బాగా వస్తాయి
So close the database connection.
రేపు పొద్దున్న వెయిట్
Now
చూసుకుందాం అనుకున్నాను.
next point is called what? Close the DB connection.
ఆటలు ఏదో ఒకటి ఓపెన్ చేయి
Line number 1, observe it. Opening the file.
అనుకుంటా
In second, third, fourth, etc. What we are having?
బాగా కిందకి వెళ్ళిపో
Some statements. In the last part, I am closing my resources. This is called what? Resource cleaning up the relinquishing the resources. This line is called resource closing.
ఎవరు
Cleaning up the resources, giving up the resources.
మూడా
Everything is written in one place. In this place, some sort of exceptions are there. I wrote try,
లోనే ఖర్చు పెడతారు
and I am writing what here. I am writing what here. Some sort of except block is
4
written.
days భోజనాలు ఇంటి దగ్గర
Some sort of except block is written.
ఆ భోజనాలు
Some sort of exception is available. Assume, for example.
హోటల్ నుంచి వస్తాయి
Like that, I am having some more exceptions in my program. Some more exceptions are there.
సాయంత్రం
And what is there also here? Else is also there.
ఆ రోజున
Else related kind of code also written. And next is not what is also there. Finally is also there. Carefully understand, students.
ఎందుకే కెనడా
Finally. Now tell me,
తర్వాత వెళ్తారు
this is called what?
వీసా ప్రాసెస్
Try block. Major important part.
పేర్లలో
Related to this exception, I am having what? Except block.
మా కాలేజ్
And next is called what? Result generated block.
ఇప్పుడు
And finally block we did not discuss so far. We are discussing now.
మీ
అందరం
క్లాస్
Assume students, in line number 1, in try block I got the resources. In try block only I am closing my resources.
తెలీదంట నేను
Once if I open the door of the house, I need to close it when I am coming out.
నేను ఇప్పుడు చూడలేదు కాలేజ్ లో
Once you open your file or database connection, it is mandatory and more important for you to close the database connection. If the database connection is still active, Number one drawback is resources are getting wasted. Maintaining the connection for
ఐఫోన్
long
కాదు,
time is going to be
ఐఫోన్ లో
resource wasting.
హ్యాంగ్ అంటే అలాగే
Plus,
యాప్ హ్యాంగ్ అవుద్ది.
there is a chance of leading to wrong manipulations on the opened
ఐఫోన్ అంటే ఏదో పెద్ద
resources.
ఫోన్ అనుకుంటారు.
So
ఏదో
that's
బుడబుక్కల
why
ఫోన్.
once you close
ఎవరికి
this resource,
కావాల్సినట్టు
once
ఉన్నది.
you open it,
అంటే
you need to close this resource at any cost.
వాడిన తర్వాత
So
అంటే కొన్ని ఉంటాయి.
both of them
నాకు
written
ఎక్కడ
under
ఒకే
which
ఒక్క
block?
ఫీచర్ సూపర్
Try
గా
block.
నచ్చిందిరా.
In
Apple
line number
connectivity.
4, some
ఇది
sort of
నాకు
exception is
MacBook
there.
ఉంది
For
కదా,
example,
అది
100
ఎందుకు
by 0.
కొనుక్కున్నానంటే
What happens? Tell me.
గేమ్ లో
100 by 0 is this. You observe it. Line number 4, you observe it.
దీంట్లో ల్యాప్టాప్ లో గేమింగ్
Program execution started. Program execution started here.
GTA ఆడలేమా?
What is happening? 100 by 0. Exception is occurring. Jump out of it and coming to an appropriate exception. After that, no more else is coming. Go to where? Right. In this case, is it going back to the line number 100 here? No. That time, in this situation, what is the problem facing? What is the problem facing here? Unable to close the resources. Unable to close the resources. Unable to close the resources. Is a drawback or not? Then how do you manage this? That is the first question.
కరెక్ట్ మొన్న
Now the recommendation is,
దాంట్లో అయితే సేమ్
you cannot get anything. You cannot get anything about what? You cannot get anything about, in this case, closing the resource is not possible. In this case, what I am trying to say is, don't write this closing the resources in which block. Write that 100 line in which block.
కన్నా దారుణం.
Finally, now start the flow. So enter into try block. Line number 1, no problem. 2, no problem. 3, 4, 100 by 0. Exception comes out of that, looking for what? Except block. Yes, it is except block is there. And come out of it and execute what block? In finally block, what I was written? 100 is written. What is that 100 line? So this is one situation. In which case it is
ఏమైందిరా?
exception occurring situation. Correct or not? So I am not writing this statement here. What I am writing? 1 minute you see. I will take these lines of code, this type of code, this 100 line, I will write it in which place I am writing. Right. Which place I am not writing? In the try block I am not writing. Start now. Assume that this is also not case. We have seen one case called exception case. We got the perfect result. Now I am writing 100 by 20, for example. Now start the flow. Try block entered here, getting the resources. 4th no problem, 5th no problem, 99 no problem. Come out of which block? Try block. Is it looking for except block? Going to where? Going to where? Or am I executing or not? So what is the best place to close my resources? Right. So I need not to write, I should not write for any circumstance closing the resources within where? Try block. Where should I write it? So did you understand finally block for what purpose should I write it? Yes, finally block to be written for relinquishing the resources. Relinquish means close, close or release or give up, clean up the resource purpose. I will write what block? Finally block. Now I am writing. I hope you are understanding. Is it mandatory to write or optional to write?
మనకి ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఉంటుందంటావు?
Yesterday I told a lot of times. Mandatory or optional? I may write it, I may not write it. If resources are not there, I don't write it. If resources are there, I will write it. Depends on the resource availability, I will write finally block. If no resources are there, is it necessary to write finally block? Not necessary. So I am going to write it. So careful. It is the block in which we write what? Block of statements. Block of statements block of statements will relinquish QUI Relinquish means what? Release. Release. Also called as what? Close. Relinquish or what? Close. Also called what? Give up. Give up. These are all called different alternative students. That is nothing but what? Clean up the resources. Resources means what here? Files, comma, what next? Database softwares. Database softwares. So I'm writing. So in this block, in which in it is the block in which we write block of statements, will relinquish the resources. Relinquishing means what? These words. The resources which are obtained in, where are you obtaining? Which are obtained in which block? Try block. Which are obtained in which block? Try block. So and hence finally block is called which block? Resources relinquishing block. Resources relinquish block.
సార్
Relinquishing block.
తమ్ముడికి ఒక
I will
50,000
carry this
వేసింది
word.
సార్ వాడికి కట్టమని చెప్తాం
Resources relinquishing block.
క్లారిటీ దాని కాదు.
So relinquishing block we can call.
ఏం లేదు సార్
Are you able
ఇంట్లో
to follow?
Download చేయాలి.
అని వాళ్ళు
So next point I am writing. Is it mandatory to write or optional to write it? Optional. So finally block is optional to write. Optional to write. Next is called what? Finally block will execute. Finally block will execute compulsorily. Finally block will execute what? Compulsorily. Did you understand this word? Right. The place of writing. Which block? Finally block is that after which block? Else block. If else block present. If else block present. Because writing else block is also optional. Writing else block is if else block present. That is a sentences of what? Which kind of explanation this is? About which block? Finally block. These are the very important keyword students, and they will ask you in interview point of view. In FAQ's point of view, these points are important. Okay, all these points you must remember it. Now I want to enter into, as we discussed yesterday's class, online students. Is it clear for you? So lot of offline online students are absent. Almost 100 members are absent today. So they are in underground, I think so. Not in underground. Underground of underground. Different ground they are in. Right. So okay. So that's why New Year plans, January plans, because of that unnecessary plans only jobs are not coming. That's all. So really, coming to the Melrose Dixon, because they give us a wrong link. Okay, ma. So you are there in the class, Dixon. So you are there in the class. Yes, which is not fear on us. Okay. So you got wrong link, Dixon, today. Melrose Dixon, you got wrong link today. They are upset me. Okay, don't worry, I will speak to them. Why they upset you, I will speak to them. So I will speak to them compulsory today. Don't worry. Okay, now. So Melrose, I will speak to them. Who is that person name? Tell me any person name. Who is that? So no, don't worry, because they are supposed to provide services for you. So Melrose, who is the person who is sent a wrong link for you? Shama. Okay, Mr. Sham. Okay, I'll speak to him. Today only I will go to him. I will speak to him. Just so just hold on. I will just
అది యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తలేదు. అమ్మాయితో
Okay, ma.
పెట్టించా
Just you don't worry about it. Tomorrow onwards, you
నాకు
never
అర్థం
get
కాదు,
such type
చెప్పాలి.
of problem.
ఇక ఆలోచన వచ్చిందంటే
Fine.
పెట్టేస్తామని.
Because if I want to
అదే మీ
speak something
అక్కలతోనే
to them,
ఎవరిదైనా
if I want to
పెట్టించేసుకుంటారా
tell something to them, I must have some proof for this. Okay, ma.
మా
No,
సిటీ
don't worry
చెప్పమా
about it. So next onwards,
మా
so
సిటీ
they said
చెప్పమా
that there is
వద్దులే
no class
ఓ పెద్ద
today.
రిస్క్
When
చేయకండి
there was classes going on. Okay,
అదే
this also one point.
వేస్తుంది ఇంకా ఊరంతా డబ్బు
Okay.
వేస్తుంది దాని పేరేంటన్నా
Okay. Definitely today only January 1st I will
ఏంటి
celebrate.
మెల్రోస్,
మెల్రాయ్స్
I will celebrate with them.
మెల్రోస్
Okay.
డిక్సన్.
డెక్సన్
Okay, ma.
ఊరికేం కాదు
I'll take care.
కుట్ర నిజంగానే
So don't worry about it.
అమ్మలోకి వచ్చాం
Okay.
ఒరేయ్,
Shall I
విజయ్
continue?
భాస్కర్
Now,
మా దాంట్లో
Melrose, are you following now?
మెల్రోస్
Are you following now?
ఎంఏ కదా,
Right.
కిందకి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు.
Okay. Good.
ఎంఈఎల్
Now
అనుకుంటా.
I'll move to various forms of accept blocks.
ఎంత స్పీడ్ వెళ్తున్నావు?
Various forms of
అప్పుడు
accept blocks
slow
I'm going to. So far we understand only one accept
ఫైన్
block.
పార్టిసిపెంట్
Now I'm going to say various forms of what? Accept block. Various forms of accept block we are going to discuss. So how we are using only one accept block so far,
అవుతున్నావు
and you also already understand. But when you go to MCQs level,
జీపే
written test level, these questions are coming. So now I am going to start with this. Are you comfortable? Chandu, celebrating now. Cake is ready, huh?
గూగుల్
So
నాకే కదా
it's only psychological feeling for all of you.
సాయంత్రం మందికి
Only psychological
సాయంత్రం
feeling.
వస్తాయా నీకు
Correct?
నా షేర్ రా.
Feeling same, na?
తక్కువ
So you are okay, Naveen
Bakadi
Kumar.
in
Advance
Brahma.
Happy New Year for all of you. Also advanced Happy
సేమ్
New
వర్డ్
Year.
కలర్ ఉంటుంది ఆల్మోస్ట్.
Read Python
కింద
notes,
వదిలేదు
followed by read Python notes.
అది మనకు తెలియదు.
అసలు
So
ఎప్పుడు చెప్పాడు అది
Chandu, sabka bandhu.
జోకేసింది మెల్రోస్ డెక్సన్ డైక్సన్
Okay.
లేచిందండి.
అన్నాడు
So
కదా
you are talking like a
యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ లైక్ దట్ ఐ
Okay.
కాంట్
అంత ఇంగ్లీష్ వర్డ్ మా.
okay, ma. So I am
అదే
not
అన్నాడు
RGB. I am not somebody else. I am KVR is KVR only. Yes, something happened there. KVR is KVR only. KVR is not something. KVR is not in, not in. KVR is in KVR. That's all. KVR is not in.
అంతా
KVR
కాదులే
is
మనకి
in no.
ఫస్ట్
KVR is
కావాల్సింది
KVR.
ఏంటి నీ
That's all.
ఫోర్ ఇది
Is operator. That's all. So it is not in, not in.
దీంట్లో
No comparison. We are. That's all. Okay, na? So that's my policy.
గూగుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఉంటది కదా
Hmm?
ఏది
Sir,
పైదే కదా
you speak good Hindi. You are.
ఏంట్రా వైఫై కట్టేస్తావు
Okay, students, let me.
పెట్టి కొన్న ఫోన్ లో వైఫై కట్టేస్తావు నువ్వు
You also want to celebrate, huh?
ఎందుకురా నువ్వు కొన్నది
Want me to stop the class?
No,
I don't want.
ఫీల్ అవుతాడు. అది ఆఫ్లైన్ లో
See,
ఎప్పుడు నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ఏం
surrounding
చేస్తావు?
of our
ఆల్రెడీ
institutes,
తెలుసు,
even
24
other
hours
classes,
online
they
లో
give
ఉంటుందిరా.
off.
నైట్ కూడా వదిలేయలే
Holiday.
24 అవర్స్ ఆన్లైన్ లో ఉంటది
They also
ఎప్పుడు
went
స్విచ్ ఆఫ్
for
అయితే కానీ.
celebrating. But I don't want.
ఆడిందుకు
See,
బాధపడతాడు అప్పుడు
work is
చెప్తాడు
worship.
ఎర్ర
You know
రిప్లై
that?
లేదంటారా అంటే 24 అవర్స్
In
ఆన్లైన్
work only you need to celebrate your happiness.
అదంతా వాడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు
Am I correct? Huh?
మధ్యలో
Because
నోటిఫికేషన్
don't feel that, sir.
నోటిఫికేషన్
Think about from our side. I'm thinking about you.
దాని పేరేంట్రా
I can also give holiday. Okay, go. I say, but I don't want. When I give holiday, what you will do? What you do after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you will double extra you do it. Double
దాని
extra
పేరేంటి
means what?
మెల్రాయ్
Unnecessary
కదా
your money will be wasted.
మెల్రోస్
At least I can engage you to these 2 hours. You can save you some money for you. Correct or not? Yes. Abhishek Dilip, but in your age, okay, it is common, okay. So make it common
ఏంటి
and something will happen.
ఆ?
So,
ఇలా అన్నాం అంతే.
ఒరే మదర్ ఫక్కర్ గడు మీ దాంట్లో
అది కూడా ఆపేసాడా?
in KVR sir, what?
10 గంటలు పడుకుంటావు ఎందుకురా నువ్వు
Okay, very good.
నేను ఎప్పుడు వచ్చాను 7ంటికి వచ్చాను
Arun Singh, you put a big message.
ఏడింటికి వచ్చాను.
So Arun Singh is very good student. What he put the message, I will read out. Respected
బలేరు ఇది వస్తలేదురా
respected sir, you are the one of the best trainer in my life.
లేకపోతే అడుగు సార్ కెన్ యూ
Your experiences,
కెన్ యూ
right,
ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్
motivating us
Belarus next
during that. Okay,
ఏమంటున్నాడు
ma. Arun Singh.
రెస్పెక్టెడ్
So
సార్
you inspire what you need to get a job. You always clear the doubts, making students right direction. God bless you. Will give strength, good health, and happiness in your life. Arun Singh, thank you, my dear student.
go in right direction.
And
God bless
thank you, my dear
to
student. Arun Singh.
You give strength, good health, and happiness in your life. Wishing you happy new year and
Arun Singh, thank you.
happy new year to you and
Wish you the
all
same.
my dear friends on
Right, Aditya. True words by Arun Singh. Yes. Right. I'm appreciating Arun Singh. Okay, ma. Let me complete it. So, without giving holiday by calling you to the class, I don't want to go for continuous fun. That is not suitable to my experience. Subject I want to go for. Let me. The various forms, the except block can be used in. The except block can be used in various forms. Can be used in various forms. Various forms. They are first one I am going to talk. So form number one I am going to use it. Let's see the form number one.
1500
Form number one. What is the form number one I am taking? What is the form number one I am taking? It is something like this. See students, what is this form number one? See the syntax. Syntax I am going to tell, which is already discussed in the class. What is it? Try block. Easy students. I don't take much time. After this is completed, you can also go. So try, you know what statements will write there. Block of statement generates what? Exceptions. Same thing except I am writing. There I will write what students? Exception class name 1. Correct? Exception class name 1. Exception class name 1. Right students? And I will write some block of statements. Like this. This is called, already we discussed it. I said yesterday only standard format I told, right? Yes. So like that I can write exception class name 2. Exception class name 2. Like that I wrote many more. Exception class name 2. Many more I can write it. This is called what? Standard syntax. So this form can handle this format. This format can handle one specific exception at a time. One specific exception at a time. One specific exception at a time. It is known as what? Standard format. Are you following me? Yes. Next I am going to take up form number 2. That is an important here. I am going to introduce. Form number 2 I am going to take up. See students, what is this form number 2? I am going to say. Form number 2 is called what? It is a specially I am going to introduce. This format can handle multiple specific exceptions. Multiple specific exceptions at a time by using single except block. Single except block. It's an important students. By using single except block. By using what? Single except block. And this facility is called multi exception handling block we can call. Block multi exception handling block we can call. What is the syntax? Easy students. I will write it. Try block is writing. Try block I am writing. You see syntax I will write. You see, try, except,
నీకు
simply I
ఉంటది
will
అక్కడికి
take.
వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత
Space is not
మామూలుగా
enough.
ఉండదు, నీకు ఏదో
Class
అనుకుంటున్నా
name
ఇక్కడ.
1 I will write it,
ఇప్పుడు
comma,
ఒక రోజు అయితే
class
అనుకోవచ్చు,
name 2 I will write it.
నెల
What are all the
సంవత్సరానికి
exception class names are there,
ఇప్పుడు సమ్మర్
that I will write it. Class name 2,
ఇప్పుడు ఎలా
comma,
సమ్మర్ అంటే
class
2 నెలలు
name 3,
భరిస్తున్నాం కదా,
so
2 నెలలు
on
ఏదోలా
I will write.
భరించేస్తాం, అయిపోద్ది.
I will
ఇక్కడ
write
అలా
all
కాదు.
of them. Class
ఒకే
name n I am
ఒక
writing. It's an
సంవత్సరంలో
important
6 నెలలు
students.
మంచి పడితే ఎలా
Class
6 నెలలు
name
సమ్మర్
n.
ఉందనుకో మనకు ఇప్పుడు ఎలాగుంటది,
All the
అలా
multiple
ఉంటది
exceptions
అన్నమాట.
I am writing.
మంచిగా వెళ్తే
Here I need to write what you know. Students, block of
అప్పుడు కూడా
statements,
కంట్రోల్ చాలా
block
కష్టం
of
అది.
statements
నువ్వు
generates,
ఇప్పుడు
generates,
మనం సమ్మర్ ఎలాగా
so
ఓవర్కమ్ చేస్తున్నాం,
generates
అక్కడ స్నో
user
ఓవర్కమ్
friendly
చేయాలి.
error messages. User friendly error
స్నో
messages.
ఉంటది, చలి
Error
కూడా ఉంటది.
messages
అయ్యో,
for all,
నేనేమంటలేదు.
for all specific exceptions.
ఎత్తుకోలేదు
At any point of time, students,
మరి
only one exception will match.
దెబ్బ అయిపోతాం క్లైమేట్ లో ఉండడం.
Some sound is coming, right?
అది మరి హిమాలయ
Is it in the same
పర్వతాల్లోకి
class or from some other
వెళ్ళిపోవాలంటే
class?
కష్టం.
అరిజోనాలో అయితే గట్టిగా
Look at carefully. Don't,
అరిజోనానా?
not in
నేను
our class, right?
చూస్తలేదు. చికాగో వద్దంటారు, నేను చికాగో పెడుతున్నాను.
So, take care.
నేను బఫేలో
So,
ఒకటే
try
పెడతాను,
block.
మిగతా అన్ని పెడుతున్నాను. బఫేలో
In this
పెడతాను.
case, some exception is occurring. At any point of time, this only, either this will match or what? This will match or this will match.
అందుకే
Any one of them is matching. This entire block of statements will execute. That means, what is an advantage of this especially? Suppose see students, here whichever exception you commit the mistake, that message only will come. But this, see, some people opinion is, if I commit one mistake, only that message only will come. Second one is what? If you commit one mistake, that message will come, plus other exceptions also which are going to come in the next feature.
అప్పుడు
Simple, one student failed in first year.
నేను
The
తెచ్చుకోలేదు.
parents are warning about the current failure, plus they are telling about advanced second year, third year, fourth year also they are warning about it. Be careful about your future exceptions which are going to come.
సరే అయిపోయిందా?
If a person is entering PIN number wrong, along with the PIN number wrong, they are saying that enter sufficient balance, keep the card proper order, they are giving that messages also. So some people will take it as an advantage, some people will take it as what? Drawback. What is that? If I am not committing the mistake, why that message is coming? If you want one message at a time, go forward this one. If you want for all the exceptions, if they do one exception, if you want to print all the messages, you can print this one. Are you okay? If one mistake is doing, one message will come at a time. That is already said to you. If you want all the mistakes possibilities which are there in my application, I can give you this. Let me go to the example. This is called example. I will take this one. See this carefully. I will take this. Observe it. Now I am going to say example one, that is, it is called what? Example. This is called what, you know, 3.py. 3.py. What is this? How many except blocks are there? 2.
ఆగస్ట్ కల్లా వెళ్ళిపోతాను.
Now
ఆగస్ట్
just
కల్లా
run this code once.
అక్కడ యాపిల్ ట్రేడర్
Just run this code once, students.
అయిపోద్ది అనుకున్నా.
Save it, div3. Go to
Confident
this
గా
place.
ఉన్నా. అలాంటిది మొత్తానికి
Go to this place, py. Now see that what is happening. Program execution started. I am in try block. Enter the value of it. 120. I got the answer.
ఎక్కువ రోజులు బాగా
Right or not? If I say 100 and 0, you say this is giving you what? Don't enter 0 for denominator. That means only one exception is coming at a time. I am expecting second time if I am running, there is a chance of getting another exception.
మామూలుగా వేరే కంపెనీ
In second time to get the exception, when I am running second time one exception is coming. That exception, instead of wasting second time running, first time only I am saying don't enter 0 for denominator, I will give another message also, so that next time you will not commit the same mistake. Did you understand? So that time how do you go for it? Once again I will run it, you see. I will run here 10, ABC I entered. It is coming don't enter alphanumerics. What I am saying is, when they do one mistake, tell other mistakes of the same problem, so that they will be careful in running the application. So that time I will write it 0 division error comma Zero division error,
ప్రాబ్లం
comma.
ఏంటన్నా?
What should I write it?
ఇదిగో
Value
ఇలా
error also I will
తీసుకొట్టాననుకో
write it here,
షేక్
comma.
షేక్ అయిపోద్ది.
Value error also I am writing.
అది 1+8 లో
writing like
తీసాడు,
this.
పిచ్చి
That time
పూస్తాడు.
I will write this
అమ్మాయి
message
8 లో తీసాడు
100%
కదా,
in this
బాగానే
line.
ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు 9 లో ఉండదని చెప్పి
100%
9
in this
9 లో
line.
ఉందిరా
What is
ప్రాబ్లం.
happening? Zero division error message is this.
రుప్పుకోడు.
Value error
Calculator
message
అని
is
చెప్పి
this
అన్నా.
one.
కానీ
That time
కెమెరా
I will not
బాగుంటది
write
9.
it, so that I can
సేమ్
reduce some
దీనిలాగా
piece of
వస్తుంది
code also.
కాదు, దీని
Are you
మీద
able to get
కొన్నిసార్లు
it?
ఇదే బాగా వచ్చింది.
So let us save this code. This is known as what here? What this is known as? Multiple exception handling block. Multiple exception handling block. This is called a multiple exception handling block. Execute it, students, and observe it carefully. Now run this code. 100 and then what? 23x. It is giving you.
మరి ఇది స్టార్ట్
Actually,
వీడియో కొడుతున్నా.
because of this, what is happening? Line number entered here. This is no problem. 10th line exception is there. Jump out of that. Only one except block is there. It is not matching. It is matching the second one. Once it is matching the second one, it will execute complete this block of statements will execute. Complete block of statements will execute.
నేను అడ్డీలు
Now see this
కూర్చుంటాను కదా.
now. See, don't enter the 0 for denominator and don't enter ALNUMs and this one. Actually, this is understanding this message. And plus this message also, awareness is provided to the end user so that he will not perform the same mistake in the next time.
ఆడు మరీ రాడ్డు
So I am reducing the fault tolerance rate for the end user. Understand?
నిజమే.
Ma?
నిజం నిన్న నేను
This is known as which
అనుకున్నా.
facility?
మరీ దారుణం.
అడిగట్రా
Online students, did you catch my points, ma? Did you catch my points? This is one writing in the same place. So coming to this place
ఆడు
here, I am
పాడిచ్చాడు
going
కదా
to write it,
అక్కడికి వెళ్తే మనం
This is
వచ్చేసే
called
ముందర
multi-
అమ్మాయిలకి ఇచ్చాడు మైక్.
కాదురా,
and the rest of
అలాంటప్పుడు
them are
అంత
going to be
డబ్బులు పెట్టి
similar.
పిలిపించుకోవడం
So I am going to say,
వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎవడో ఒకడు వాడతాడు.
here I will write it.
ఆడతారు.
Example
అది
I can
కాదురా,
say when I
ఆడు
call the notes,
ఆడతాడు.
refer
వచ్చినోడు కాదు.
div3.py.
ఆ,
div3.py.
గిటార్ వేసుకొని
For
నీకు
the
వచ్చి
first
వాడు
one is
పాడతాడు.
called what?
అందరికీ
Already
అంత
you know
ధైర్యం
in our
ఉండదు కదా.
class.
అది అలా ఆలోచిస్తే మొత్తానికి
div2.py.
దాంట్లో ఉండేది ఒక ముగ్గురు నలుగురు ఉంటారు అంతే.
So,
కానీ మనం పోయిన దానికి
So,
మంచి కేక్ అయితే వచ్చింది.
Vaibhav.
ఆ కేక్ మాత్రం
Thank you, my
అసలు
dear
లేదు. ఆ
student.
కేక్
So today everybody is praising me.
అమ్మాయి
I don't
బర్త్డే
know.
తెలియదే ఫ్రీగా అయ్యి బాబు కాంప్లిమెంటరీ
నేను కాంప్లిమెంటరీ అనుకున్నా.
So
మేమిద్దరం కరెక్ట్ గా అప్పుడే కదా మనం
everybody is
బయటికి
praising.
వెళ్ళాం.
Yes, thank you. These are all your blessings. So all my students, because of my students, I am able to take this much year of journey in the things like, right? So student is called a Vaibhav. So student name is Vaibhav. So lots of successful people in my life, but so discipline like
Soap
yes,
quotations
proud of
are
myself that is your student.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది.
Vaibhav, thank you.
Extra చేయి, నేను
So now I will
వాడతాను.
continue my topic.
ఉందిరా,
I'll continue my topic.
ఫిలిం మోడే లేదు.
నేను
So,
ఎప్పటి నుంచో వాడింది ఇది. బేటా
coming to the point. Shall I continue?
ఫిల్మ్ మోడ్ లేదులే.
Ma? Reverse, huh? Messages, huh? Will the messages will reverse? Ma?
ఎక్స్పాండ్ మోడ్ వచ్చింది నువ్వు వాడేటప్పుడు.
అవును.
Logical error means I will run it once. Tell me your problem. Yeah. 100 and 0. Okay, same message will come. Both classes will execute. Huh?
పిన్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఎందుకు వాడుతున్నా?
No, no, no.
పిన్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్.
Stand up, stand up.
Pinterest.
See, here what is happening? 11th problem. Which exception is that? What is matching with?
అవునా?
Is it matching here? No, that means this will execute or not? No. Huh? See, earlier when this was an exception, I told you that it is matching with this or not.
ఉండేది కంపెనీ.
It is not matching with it. Is this catch except block will execute or not? Both of them will execute. In this case, what is happening? 11th. What is happening in this 11th? What is matching? Zero division error. Which one is not matching?
అప్డేట్ వచ్చింది చేసుకున్నావా?
Not matching. Like previous only. Both the messages will come. Both the messages will come. See that it is going to give you both the messages.
ఆడికి వచ్చింది.
Without writing class names. That's what. When you see any textbook, na, I'm telling about you.
స్టోరేజ్ ఎందుకు
Textbook people are going to making you, that too you are reading Balaguru Swami book.
56 GB అంత అయిపోయింది.
Balaguru, that's what I am
ఇంకా
saying.
50 GB
Balaguru
ఉంది
Swami
కదరా?
book, if you see,
అంటే
is from
మొన్నే కదరా
Bangalore.
ఇది కొట్టాను, దాన్ని
If
ఏమంటారు?
you follow that,
DEC.
we will not become even Amirpet trainer also.
చూడు,
I will tell you that.
నా దగ్గర
See,
ఏం ఉండవు.
because you are thinking that your sir is not going to cover. My
వాట్సాప్
topic is going
రిజిస్టర్
to
అవుద్ది
beyond
కదా.
that. I already told you. You show your notes, our notes and
Favorite
his
data
notes to
source.
Balaguru Swami. Balaguru Swami will throw it out his book.
92 MB.
So, coming to that,
WhatsApp
where I will
ayedara.
cover that. 9 a.m.
వాట్సాప్ స్టోరేజ్
You
చూస్తావా?
go to that exceptions. I'll give you wonderful explanation for that. That's what students are going out of their order. You see that.
టెలిగ్రామ్
Various forms of what?
ఏమీ ఉండవురా.
Various forms of
రఫ్లు
exception.
ఎక్కించుకొని రాసుకున్నాం.
You are exciting.
Photos.
My classes will be exciting. Form 1, Form 2,
Tabs,
Form
updates.
3, Form 3.
Updates
See
ఎలా
that.
delete చేయడం?
Form 3. Next with alias name I am explaining. Form 4. This is you see. This is what you read in your book. Right? That's what.
Junior
These things
swing.
are not there in your book.
ఫుల్ స్వింగ్ అంట.
These things is not there in your book. Correct? Yes. You show the our notes and Balaguru Swami book. Balaguru Swami throw it out his book. You'll take care of your sir book. Yes. Now, one more thing I am showing. This is also not present in his book. This one is not present in his book. Correct? So, finally, I will use. See how many things I am explaining. So, if you hold on, you will get powerful knowledge. Leadership will boost your knowledge like anything when you are hold on. In middle only you are exciting. I will explain the reason also. Okay, na? I will talk to you again in front of everybody after that explanation. In which case we will write in real time, I will explain. Okay, na? So how many forms I am explaining? 5 forms I am explaining. In your book, what is there? Only one form is there. That is called except colon. That is useless syntax. When it is useful, I will explain in the class. Hold on. I will explain. So, coming to that, I'll just why I am not showing. If I can open this notes and I can say, but I don't want. I will explain. Carefully listen. So, div3.py. Are you able to follow? His doubt is, without writing this also, you will get this is
ఈ
same.
రోజు వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాడు రా.
Okay,
Today
that is
morning
actually
use
not at all recommended. It is not at all suitable to write like that. I will explain when to write it. I'll tell you that. Look at students. Carefully follow. Next I am going to introduce this part. If time is permitted, I will explain. div3.py. Syntax number 2. Syntax number 4 I am going for. 3 I will go for it. 3.
రిప్లై వచ్చింది.
I will go for 3. The first one I will copy for easiness. So, I'll take this one.
సత్యదేవ్ రెజ్యూమ్ అయితే షార్ట్ లిస్ట్.
What is this part is? What is this part is?
మర్చిపోయాను ఈ రోజు ఇది కట్టేలేదు.
This format
దొబ్బితే దొబ్బిని
can handle the specific exception
టెస్టులు కడుతున్నాం.
at a time with alias name.
6,000 రా 2
Why alias name is required?
ఫస్ట్
In
టైం
near
నేను
future,
రాసుకుంటా.
we are going to write the
హ్యాపీ
Python
దాంట్లో
application
అప్లై
to
చేస్తా.
communicate with what?
పెట్టుకొని
Database.
వాడికి ఎంత ఇవ్వాలి?
In database, some exceptions will
ఆడు
come.
1000 రూపాయలకు రాయరా
Do you
బాబు
know
అని చెప్పి
database? Oracle, you know?
నువ్వు ఒకటి చేయాలి.
You know Oracle? No, sir. Only Python, you know. Right.
దాంతో
In
మా
database,
friend
some
వాళ్ళకి
exceptions
apply
will
చేసి
come.
చెప్తాను.
Those exceptions I want to
దాని
capture in
నుంచి
where
నాకు
Python. I will capture in where Python. So Python exceptions are different from
40 లక్షలు ఫీజు,
Oracle
30
exceptions,
లక్షలు
MySQL
అవ్వాలనుకున్నాను.
exceptions.
10
Those
లక్షలు
messages I want to capture in where?
ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉండాలి.
Python. I want to capture in Python. How do you do it, sir? That can be done by with alias name. What I will do as alias name. What is alias name? Already you learned it. Alias name is nothing but what? Short name.
ఫ్యూచర్
As alias name.
ఉడకలేదు.
Generally we feel alias name, but this alias name
చెప్పరా?
is not an alternative name for that. That alias name will capture
చెప్తాం కూడా తెలియదు.
third party technology exception
పక్కన
messages.
పెట్టు, సౌదీ వెళ్తాడు.
Third party exception messages. I will show you that. Don't worry about it. Look at our program. div1 program I will run it, students. div1.py. Enter 0 and 0. What I got it? Technical error message we got it or no? What is 0 division error? Exception class name na? What is this colon after that division by 0 is called message coming because of which exception? this message in Python it is coming. Like that in Oracle also, cloud also, different type of products when I am communicating, some messages of those technologies will be coming that I want to captured by the Python programmer. To capture it, I need this alias name concept. Now I will capture the message called what? Division by 0. One more exception, 10, and I will enter KVR here and see this now, value error. What is this message is called? Error message occurring because of what? Such a type of messages will come from where? Other technology vendors also. Because you don't understand at this time. When I come to database level, I will write this syntax regularly. That's why I'm covering now only. In data science, when I'm communicating with
రే
Apache
నా అసైన్మెంట్
servers,
చేయలేదురా.
that time Apache server will give you some type of exceptions. That messages, if I want to print it into my data science application, I require to use what? This type of except block. Okay, now without covering this, I can go for what? Like our student said, last one block I will cover and I can say exceptions over. That is every faculty will tell. I don't want to say. That is not a correct mechanism. I will explain that. Did you understand? Now I will write the code. Alias name. What is this alias name is going to say 3.py. I will go to that. 4.py. I will take it. Just let me go to that. Here I will take it. This 2 only I will capture it. 2 only I will capture it. Go to that. I am writing here. Python I am saying. Now I am writing. Saying here 3.4.py. 4.py. 0 division error as what? Z. As Z. Not only that, KVR I will take. I will print. Not only that, you can print KVR. What is KVR comes? Message occurring due to what? 0 division error will come. What is coming? Division by 0 message is there, that I am capturing. Value error as what? Value error as what? HYD. Any name you can take, any variable name. HYD I will take it. Just run this code once. Run this code once more. div4.py. div4.py. Say here py. div4.py. 100 and 0 you see. What the message is coming? Division by 0. Next you say 10 and say 23x. What the message is coming? Invalid literal for int of this one. Previously this message was coming or not? Those technical error messages. See once again. div1 10 and then 23x. What was the message is coming? Because of value error this coming or not? That is the message I am printing. Any kind Python is going to communicate with various different vendors products. That time to capture those messages in Python level, you will come to know very nicely in the Python communication. You can't understand at this present what is the use of that. So just I am covering by showing the
ఏమన్నా పై
Python
యాప్
messages.
డౌన్లోడ్
When I
చేస్తే
come to that,
చస్తావేంట్రా.
I'll show you once again. I will revise that point to you here.
మళ్ళీ
So,
డబ్బులు వస్తాయి అనుకుంటా.
డౌన్లోడ్
so will you cover SQL, my dear student?
చేసి
My dear student, SQL I am not going to tell the course. SQL if you know already, I will connect to the database, I will get the details. That is what I am going to get it.
ఎంత వస్తే అంత
నీకు
So,
ఐటీ మళ్ళీ నీకు ఐటీ ఇబ్బంది అయిపోయింది.
what is this?
రేపు పూక అవన్నీ అప్పుడు ఎవరు చెప్తాడు ప్యాన్ డీటెయిల్స్ అయ్యి నీ దాంట్లోనే.
Okay, somebody is written some English, Telugu. KVR sir is be like నీకు
ఎర్రి పూకోడు.
చెప్పి కోడి అలుపు వస్తుంది ఏమో, నాకు ఊపు వస్తుంది ఊపేస్తా. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? Okay, student. Now when I am in serious, you are diverting. Okay, thank you, my dear student. Fan of KVR, my dear student. Please look at students. Look at ma. Are you understanding this output, please? Are you understanding this output here? Yes. So, coming to the point back. Coming to the point back. Now, so now I am going to introduce the another level. This is understandable? Now I am going to introduce important part. What our student is expecting. That small textbooks, Balaguru Swami, let us see, let us Python, let us C++, like that. 4.py. This format can handle all types of exceptions. All types of exceptions. See, I will show you all types of exceptions. What they will write is like this they will write. What they are writing? Except they will write it. What they did not write there? What they did not write? Exception class name they did not write. Exception class name they did not write. This program is not recommended. Not recommended. That means if patient is going to the hospital and there is a person is there giving one vitamin tablet and saying that go to home. Just one example I am saying. And vitamin is important for every disease, but disease will not go. Just giving something like, I will show you what is the meaning of it. Dear students, coming to this area, I am writing here, copy the same thing. See students, so you are in hurry of going out, but I am in interest of this subject. 5.py, here I am not writing anything. Here I am not writing anything. I don't write anything students, just you are writing. Remove this entire stuff. Except, even if you keep also no problem student. Otherwise you will think that sir did removed that. So print off in the notes and all those things, in textbook and all those things. They used to write, oops, something went wrong. Oops, not our oops. Something went wrong. Went wrong. Some internet websites and all something, sometimes you are getting or not. Oops, something went wrong, some dance symbol will come. Like that. Connection lost, something like this will come. Let me go to save this code and understand, my dear students. Let us run py div5.py, enter the value 10 and 0. You also put your practical life and then say. When I say 10 and 0, what is the answer is coming? Oops, something went wrong. Interview will compulsory ask, what oops, something went wrong? Tell me what is that something went wrong. If you are talented, you tell me what is something went wrong. Tell me. Tell me. Now I will say one more. 10 and then 23x. Again saying, oops, something went wrong. For everything, something went wrong. What is that? For every medicine, same tablet. For every disease, same tablet. This is not at all recommended. Sir, where we can use this? When it is not recommended, why it is in Python? I will give you the good explanation now. This is what Amirpet people will teach and most of the textbook will contain. Understand? Is it recommended? No. If you are a perfect person, you need to tell why this is went wrong. What went wrong? Tell me. If I keep a card wrong direction, oops, something went wrong. I will kick off the ATM machine and I will go out of it. Oops, something, what is went wrong? Tell me. Correct or not? If you say something went wrong, what is that? Okay, I kept the card. Pin number entered wrong. Oops, something went wrong. For everything, oops, went something wrong. Am I correct? It is written like that only. Correct? Yes. Yes. So, is it correct? No. You see our program. DAV2 dot, DAV2.py, DAV2.py. Okay. Something is there in DAV2.py. That part, DAV2.py. You see DAV2.py. So what is that? 10 and 0. Don't enter 0 for denominator. Oops, something went wrong is not there. C, 100 and ABC. Don't enter ILNUMs, STRs and the symbols. It is not oops, something went wrong. Pakka answers it is giving. When you mistake, it is telling to you. It is telling to you. So you are having perfect about the strongness. Correct or not? Sir, when to use this? I want to tell you. Shall I go to that? Yes. So, coming to the point of it, now I will go to next point. Listen. Next I am going to say, this is called what? This type of block is called default except block we can call. Spell out ma. Except block. Let me give the clarity. Where can I use? In real time, this type of writing the code is not at all recommended. For all exceptions, single except block is matching, right or not? You are saying, oops, something went wrong, that went wrong. This is not the way. When I will write it, when we will write in real time, I will tell you the pakka answer now. Look at that, student. I will go to my program. I'll go to my program. You see, now I'm going to tell you. See here, in 2022, I am writing this code. Carefully listen, ma. 6.py. So this code is written. This code written by KVR in 2022 December 31st written. That time what was my exceptions? Zero division error, and then what? Now I am thinking in 2024 definitely every project will be under maintenance because some new functionality will be added in the organizations, right or not? So when new functionality is added to the organization, definitely that code will be modified or not. New functionality added means existing code they will go on adding it, right? When they go for 2024 and decided here I am writing decided to update in 2024 or 2025 or 2026. So in 2026 or 2024 they want to update the code. Updating the code means they want to add some new code. So who predicted that kind of thing? Who having that type of predictions? 2022 KVR is having the prediction of in 2024 this code may be upgrading. Yes or no? They may add some extra code in 2024. Now I am writing the code. In 2024 they may add some sort of coding called Python. I don't know which code they will add in 2024. Are you following me? In 2024 which code they will add, I don't know. For example, I am thinking that S of 10 they added like this. Which code it is? 2024 code they added like that. Understand? Huh? In the 2024 the code which they are adding, that programmer is not good in where? Exceptions. When he is not good in exceptions, definitely he cannot write what? Except block he will not write. Correct? He will definitely will not write which block? In 2022 KVR knows that in 2024 the person who is adding the new code don't know which type of exception will occur. Yes or no? To capture 2024 exception today for precautionary, for long forecasting, for long-term benefits, KVR sir will write today what? One except block I will write it. Without exception name. For what? Capturing 2024 exception. For that unknown person, for the new programmer, I am telling, what is that? Oops. At that time I will tell, oops, something went wrong. Something went wrong, I am saying. Are you understanding this explanation? See, where I wrote it. Last part I wrote it. After writing my exceptions in 2022, it is successfully working. In 2024, this code may come. That I am writing. Because of not writing this, nothing will happen. Just to see, I will save my code. div6.py. See students, I will write my code py div div 6.py. See students, 102 answer is coming. 100 answer is coming. Oops, something went wrong is not coming. 100 and ABC, don't enter alphanumerics. Are you following me? Now, sir, when this code will affect, sir? That time you see. In 2024, this code may be adding to my existing Python program. To help to 2024 programmer, I am writing which block? Now tell me, what is this S of 10? Is it valid index or invalid index? Valid index or invalid index? Is my 2022 exception matching? Is 2022 exception matching? It is matching or not? That time, that programmer, 2020 to 24 programmer who don't know exceptions, he will get this message or not? And he will think what? Now run it. Now you run it. Now, DIV6. Entering correct data only. Now what is happening? You see? What is happening? Which program I am running? Which program? 1 minute. I will say here. What is happening? Save it. Save it, student. I did not save it. Okay. Save this code. Save this code. Now, enter this. Run this code. py div 6 dot what py. See this now. 102 or 120. What is that? Oops, something went wrong. Definitely the 2024 programmer will see, oops, something went wrong. Where is that? He will start searching. Because of this program, these are the two exceptions are coming. Because of my 2024 statements, oops, something went wrong. For this concept is invented. But Amirpet people will tell what? This code only they will say. Exception handling is completed, they will say. That's why people are having exceptions in their life. Did you understand the actual meaning of subject? Are you getting? Now you are thinking, Balaguru Swami one side, KVR sir one side. No sound. Our subject will make sound. The subject is important. Right, students? Did you understand this? Yes. Now this is the most important scenario, student, except. When I am writing except block, tell me, what is this except block is called? Which block this is? Default except block, students. Where I should write default except block? In the last we need to write. We should not write in the beginning. See, I am trying to write in the beginning. See what is happening. What is happening? Error will come. Error will come. Run it. See, default except block must be last. So, anything if we learn it, it should be more confidently we need to write it. This is called what? Another format. This is called another format. This is the one. I hope this is called form number 4. Except block. This is 5 under. 5 under. What is this? Refer. Refer what? div 6 dot py. What is this? Recommended. 6 recommended. 6 recommended. My own exceptions plus default except block. 5 is not recommended. Why? Only except block. For everything, oops only. Is it recommended? No. So, I hope you are understanding the interest of that concept. So, this is called what? Except various forms. What is the first except block? Handling what? Single exception. Handling multiple exceptions. Handling the exception with alias name. Handling every exception. Every exception alone is not recommended. Accepting, handling every exception after specific exceptions. This is the subject of what? Various forms of except blocks. Understand? So this I will post it, students, and I'll stop the class. And Monday class when I come back, I will introduce the coding, how to develop our own exceptions, and I will go for ATM applications. I will enter into that. So I'll stop that. Advanced Happy New Year for everybody. So read the notes after going to home. Okay, students. Thank you. Good day. All the best. Online students.